Hi guys, Boldergen here, and we're back with Hand of Fate 2. We're up to episode 3. It is the, what is it? The High Priestess. Here we go. What that is. It's pretty good.
If you fail to take tokens with you, you will lose the opportunity to open new cards. Even so, too many tokens can weigh you down and make your challenges harder.
Really? Alright.
My mind has been honed. Sitting upon the throne of life and death shapes the world in one's image. And Callus has always lacked self-control for that to be anything but chaos.
Chaos. Meet with the High Priestess. Malaclips has somehow roped you into traveling deep into the far north on a diplomatic mission. While I usually refrain from working for the Empire, since this one takes me further away from it, I've made an exception. It'll square my debt with General Brandstrom and help open many doors for you. What do you say? Let's join him. Excellent. Bring your sword and let me do the talking, says Malaclips. I brought plenty of supplies so we can set up camp when we get hungry. That's a lot of food. Malaclips shares a tidbit as you commence your journey. The High Priestess is quite partial to blessings. If you can prove yourself worthy, we'd have a better chance at swaying her in our favour. Collect at least 6 blessings before meeting the High Priestess. Alright? Grit your teeth and begin the ascent. Cool, let's go. This way. The Temple of Divine Providence provides blessings in exchange for a simple gold donation. Sure. This one's actually pretty good. Get up to 20 gold at the beginning of a new map if you have less than 20 gold. It's pretty cool. You leave with your new blessing. You lose 6 gold. Fair enough. Let's go the other way. Avalanche. High up on the mountain, you see the silhouette of a man approaching through the heavy snow. He bellows through the roaring wind. Who dares trespass in the sacred grounds of our priestess? Alright. Hidden raiders spring down the mountain with the dexterity of mountain goats. Alright. Mountain goats. Cool. Huge ass raiders. As nimble as mountain goats. Malaclips with us, which is cool. Got ourselves a little... No chance. Oh! For Sparta! Get off my mountain. This is my mountain. Oh, sweet. Winter's Bane is very good against Northerners. Cool. Let's go with this one. 3 food, nice. The clash of steel rings out, echoing through the peaks. The mountains answer with a low, ominous rumble as a wall of white rushes towards the melee, sweeping away everything in its path. I gotta not die from the avalanche, I guess.
Bones, I hope you have learned to be their master.
Yeah, sweet.
Victory, you are learning.
You seek shelter against a bluff, pressing close to the rock face as the avalanche roars overhead. When the trembling stops, you are miraculously unscathed. Your assailant's weapon juts from the snow. As you near, you realize it is still clenched in his hand, his body buried to the wrist by the avalanche. Dig him out. Ooh. To fame, huh? You brave the cold and free the raider from his icy grave. He takes a moment to catch his breath and says, "You saved me. Though we are enemies by blood, take my blessing and leave me to my thoughts." Don't know what that fame does, but okay. Revive your companion at the beginning of each map. Cool.
Mages are hard to eradicate at the best of times. We have our ways of hiding from the light.
Following Malaclyp's cryptic directions, many of which involved burrowing farm animals, you arrive at the edge of a vast and lonely lake. There you uncover a cave entrance blocked by a stone door. We must seek out Ire of the Vale in the underneath, the bard had explained, as you followed a frightened cow around the previous night. Alright. The bespeeched ogre manning the door to the underneath doesn't look up from his book as you approach. 10 food items per entry, he grunts. Malaclyp scoffs. Robbery! If you're trying to hustle us, sir, I'll have you know that I can shoot lightning from my fingertips. The doorkeeper sighs. Times are hard for us, Mal. You'll see when you get in there. Give him 10 food. The ogre places his book down and with a mighty push of the stone door, the stone door rolls open. Cool. Alright. A narrow tunnel takes you deep below the earth, opening into a vast limestone cavern. Twinkling on the edge of an underground lake lies a small shanty town, red lanterns lining the quiet streets. Malaclyp leads on. Welcome to the underneath, coin slave. Since that bothersome Empire edict, we had to hide away in a place like this. This used to be quite the hub of activity, but now he surveys the silent streets grimly. I guess the Empire is increasing its forces. A few mages eye you suspiciously as they pass by. I'm going to go to the tavern. Malaclyp breathes in the heavy scent of berry wine, smoke and feathers. Ah, the devil's ears. My home away from home. He pulls out his lute and leaves to serenade the pretty bartender. She tries her best to ignore him. You survey the bar. A group of burly ogres crowds a too small table. Meanwhile, a giant fleshy eyeball floats soberly by the windows. I'm gonna go to the floating eye. The creature watches you approach with interest. A smile breaks out in the knotted flesh of its base. Would you care to dance, small one? It asks solemnly. Sure. It is a slow circling dance, the creature humming an old harvest song all the while. After some indeterminate amount of time, the dance ends. Ah, the creature sighs. That took me back to my youth. The creature's eye is so large that it is difficult to tell whether it is looking at you or someone behind you. I'll leave it be. Yeah, let's go to the ogres. The ogres are arguing jovially about winnings. They seem to be caught up in some kind of dice gambling game. I don't have enough gold to buy stuff, so ask to play. The largest ogre throws you the dice and pulls out a shimmering scroll containing the blessing you're playing for. Alright. Roll 18 and this spelled scroll will grant to you. Let's go for it. I'll play for this one. The ogres shout and slam their fists on the table in cheerful rhythm while you prepare to roll the dice. Oh, what? I need to re-roll that one and that one. Damn.
I'm somewhat surprised you lost that one.
Bad fortune, an ogre roars at you as the others laugh. You feel your eardrums ringing. Leave them be. Leave the tavern. A few mages eye you suspiciously as they pass by. Let's find her contact, Malaclips leads the way through the dim, lonely streets to Ira's house. You can hear screaming coming from within. Well, that's really nice. A woman in robes adorned with silver ornaments greets you at the door. Merc said you would come begging for help. Regardless, you are late. Malaclips bows with a grin. I have an illness. I'm hoping to purchase a cure. Ira of the Vale frowns for a bit, before nodding and letting you into her house. You enter the sitting room, and the source of the wailing is made clear. A man is locked in a cage, crying in fevered agony. Sores of corruption fester on his body. Without warning, she opens the cage, and the man rushes at you. But with surprising strength, Ira subdues the mad, writhing creature. This is the Mage Cohen. He thought he could fight off the corruption, but he could not. Ira watches Malaclips carefully as Cohen's cries get more and more guttural. What should I do with him? The bard looks away, disgust and fear on his face. He appears close to passing out. She nods before turning to you. What will you do? As Ira holds him down, you end the mage's life. With that dealt with, Ira begins tinkering at a table strewn with dead and shining things. I do have a cure, but as you know, nothing comes free with your kind. She taps silver dust from a bottle. Save the stolen mage children for me, and I will give you the cure.
Well done.
Nice. Those Empire bastards have taken them to some walled fort in the docks of the city. And you better hurry. Ira smiles at Malaclips. That illness can't be held at bay for much longer, I'd wager. The bard avoids her gaze. Let's go. Leave the underneath. Ira of the Vale finds you again just as you begin your ascent. Mal? The bard turns around. You catch a glimpse of hope in his eyes. She avoids his gaze. Take the cute children to the madman near the Forced Ford? They run an orphanage. I fear it is no longer safe here. Okay. The climb becomes unbearable as a ferocious blizzard sweeps them out. You seek shelter in a cave and desperately fight off the onset of frostbite. Oh, hopefully I don't get frostbite. Hell yeah. When the howling winds ease, you clear the snow from the cave entrance to discover the dark clouds have passed. Malaclips forages for firewood, saying, "This log is dry enough. We can set up camp here for the night." Cool. Another blizzard. This is going to be a recurring thing going up this mountain. Uh-oh. You are alerted to the sound of shuffling footsteps. You can barely make out the silhouettes of the menacing figures who have invaded your shelter. They're not the sort you'd want to be in such close quarters with. Alright. Oh, come on, I blocked that. I guess I was facing away from him, so maybe that's why I didn't know. Nice. Get dead. Get dead. I come in peace, he says. I make the pilgrimage to the High Priestess. I mean you no harm. Without waiting for approval, he slumps down beside you and warms his hands by the fire. In my youth, I once fancied a northern warrior. She almost cut off my head when I serenaded her. Malaclips plucks a mournful note on his lute. Young love, hey? Review mission. Alright. Continue up. As you ascend the snowy Mount Freitas, you happen upon a cottage with a pungent smoke wafting out the chimney. A frail old lady sweeping snow off the path beckons you to come in. We've come in search of the great High Priestess, to deliver an important message, says Malaclips. You'd better go bearing blessings if you want to get on the High Priestess's good side. I'm fixing a batch right now if you'd like a taste. If I've got it right this time, you can take it to her, she says, stirring the cauldron. Malaclips politely declines. I've been watching what I eat, but my companion here has an insatiable appetite, he says, nudging you forward. That's great. Remember that Guardian Angel one? Oh, what? That's awesome. You take a sip of the aromatic potion and feel a warm, fuzzy feeling flowing through your body. Looks like my recipe is a success. I'm sure the High Priestess will appreciate this one. You thank the old lady and continue up Mount Freitas, paying no heed to the brewing blizzard. It's the innkeeper. Welcome back, my friend. The innkeeper greets you warmly. You travel with company, I see. I shall gather extra provisions. I don't need anything, so... It's gonna go. On the longest night of winter, the townsfolk of Stiegel set up around a huge bonfire to celebrate the victory of a light over darkness. The one night the Empire turns a blind eye to the outlawed use of magic. You join a group of peasants close to the fire. Taking a sip, the woman beside you offers a goblet. You politely accept the pungent potion and take a quick swig. Warmth rushes through your body and you fall into a deep, hypnotic trance as you stare into the dancing flames. The townsfolk chant, calling on the mountain spirits. In a flurry of snow, spirits descend and join the festivity. A curious white owl perches next to you and speaks. I sense a magical air about you. If you feel particularly inclined, will you share your blessings in exchange for longevity? He nuzzles against your arm as he awaits your response. I can change blessings for max life. I don't need any more health, so... As you wish, says the owl, as he flies off into the night sky. You gaze into the flames as the festivities continue around you. You wake to find yourself in a stable, nestled among a herd of cows. On your way out, you spot a few unconscious Empire guards huddled together outside the stable. Cool. Another blizzard. Cool. Nice.
Can you claim this token?
I'm going to return later. Temple prayers. Yeah, cool. Cool. I'll take that. Go back to the cartographer. Yeah. I wonder how you managed to get that. Maybe you have to have like 12 or 15 or something. I don't know. Up we go. Oh! Further up the mountain, the blizzard becomes so intense you barely see the tiny cottage engulfed in snow. An old lady beckons you in. I've received word from my sister's hawk and have been expecting you. I may not be as skilled as her, but this blessing potion I've whipped up is my best yet. Do you think it's good enough to take to the High Priestess, she says, blowing the steam off a simmering bowl of thick liquid. I really couldn't, said Malaklips, patting his belly. I guess it's me. Oh, I could fail twice, so that's great. Yep, I'll take that. It's still a win. Prior to combat with 2 or more monster cards, optionally discard a basic monster card but lose your companion for 3 turns. Wow, okay. You take a sip of the aromatic potion and feel a warm fuzzy feeling flowing through your body. Looks like my recipe is a success. I'm sure the High Priestess will appreciate this one. You thank the old lady and continue up Mount Freitas, paying no heed to the brewing blizzard. So I lost 1 blessing earlier from that tavern. So I wonder if that's going to affect me getting 6. Nice. Avalanche. Another one. Oh wow, there's more of them this time. I'm not going to discard. Let's just go for it. Balls to the wall.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malaklips and assistant.
Interesting. Interesting. And those guys, big guys with the axes attacking 3 times. Jeez. Oh, nice. A shield. Alright. Yeah. I don't know what that fame goes towards, but I could really do with 1 more blessing on this floor. You feel something tug on the inside of your tunic. Turning quickly, you discover a pickpocket making off with some of your belongings. You jump to your feet and catch a glimpse of the thief as they weave through the crowd. Oh, nice. The thief is nimble, but you manage to gain on them as they negotiate the crowd. With the thief almost at arm's reach, they knock over a barrel of apples and attempt to hinder you. Oh, come on. Yes. Yes! Oh, that card saved me. Very nice. You leap over the rolling apples and tackle the thief to the ground. The thief struggles to break free. If you let me keep these here items and let me go, of course, I'll let you in on a secret, the thief bargains. Sure. You gingerly release the thief. Do not worry about your stuff, the thief says as he dusts himself off. Think of it as an investment. My name is Merrick. Perhaps I could teach you a thing or two, and if you prove yourself... He pauses. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meet me at noon in 2 days at the market plaza. We can talk more then. And with that, Merrick disappears back into the crowd. Nice. Very nice. Getting them tokens. Oh, this cough is killing me right now. Hey, nice. When the howling winds ease, you clear the snow from the cave entrance to discover the dark clouds have passed. Awesome. I'm going to turn back for a sec and hope to goodness I can get a blessing out of this last square. Cross your fingers, everybody.
Fire is a symbol of so much. Purity, will, creative force and power. A moment of inattention and it becomes pure destruction.
You hear shouting up ahead. As you make your way down the cobbled street, you see lights flickering on the road in front of you. As you approach, you see a building, flames and smoke billowing out of its upper room windows. A crowd has formed outside, passing buckets of water between one another to temper the blaze. As you push your way through the crowd, you see a woman frantically pleading to the villagers. Please help. My family is in there. Anyone. Please help. I'm gonna go. Sure.
I'm not a vain man. You must appreciate that this game, has been my focus for more years than I can count. I have a certain pride regarding its twists and turns.
Through the haze of smoke, you find the woman's youngest daughter crying under a bed. You coax her out, scoop her up, and carry her out of the blaze. A villager rushes to your aid. Thank you, brave adventurer. I can take it from here, but be warned, the building is not safe. It will soon collapse. Let's go back. Nice. You find the woman's son, attempting to find his way through the smoke and flames. Grabbing his hand, you lead him back through the building to safety. A villager rushes to your aid. Thank you, brave adventurer. I can take it from here, but be warned, the building is not safe. It will soon collapse. My husband. Did you see my husband? He's still in there. Please, please help. Oh, man. This is going to be a tough one. Oh, wow. Okay. Redraw.
Perhaps you should have taken your time.
Return to the building. Come on. Yes! What? What? Very nice. Slumped in the corner of a room, you find the woman's husband. You put his arm over your shoulder and quickly make your way out of the inferno. As you emerge, the woman and her children rush to the man's side and embrace him. Thank you, adventurer. You have saved my family from a certain death, woman says. Very nice. While our possessions have been destroyed and we will never be able to repay you, know that we will speak of your deeds here today for as long as we shall live. 8 fame. 8? I don't know what this fame is. There's 18 fame. And I don't have enough blessings, but okay. The winds clear the dark clouds to reveal the spire of a ritual house protruding from the summit. You press on through the thick snow to find a wooden structure adorned with spoils of war. As you enter the great hall, the towering arched doors swing open with a heavy creak. A giantess in a velvet robe enters accompanied by raiders. Who dares enter my blessed house of prayer, she bellows. I hope for your sake you have a decent offering. You kneel before the High Priestess. Only 5 blessings? What a pitiful effort. With a flick of her wrist, bolts of lightning strike you. Damn. It's alright. I won't replay this one offline to get that, so that's alright. The giantess claps, the sound ringing in the silent cold hall. Ha! This small thing survived it. Impressive. But if you wish to speak to me of a treaty, you must prove yourself against my champion. Her raiders charge towards you. And I don't have Malaclips because I gave him up to do that birdie building. So it's all me. I'll say this one careful. Don't get hit because it'll slow me down. Come on, who's gonna come at me? Oh man, that's just unfair. Damn. Oh man, come on. Oh, I missed that last one. Alright. $23 health to get this one. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful. And there you have it. Even though you failed to bring me your offering, I'm impressed with how you wield your sword. Now hear my terms. The High Priestess draws herself up, a towering figure draped in fur and wrath. The North will never bend to the Empire. Blood for blood for blood. Those are my terms. Small one, let your leaders hear it and quake. With that, you make a quick descent to relay the message back to General Bradstrom. Alright, let's look at our rewards then. The stolen ones. Just to continue Malaclips' storyline, I guess. The thief's storyline, cool. This is a burning building one, I think. Bitter Winter. Okay. Alright, that went pretty well. I'll play that one again offline just to get the gold completion on it. But apart from that, next episode is going to be the Empress. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, subscribe, like the video. It always helps out the channel. I really appreciate it. Alright, see you next time, guys. Thanks. Bye.